So today I'm going to show you how to make blueberry muffins and 2-ingredient bread. With today's financial pressures, more and more people are struggling to make ends meet. And if you're one of those people, you're not on your own. I know I've been there. And some weeks it's still a struggle, if I'm honest. Your grocery bill is tight, or you're overspent at the end of the week, you haven't quite got enough money to make ends meet, and you're desperate to find a little treat, maybe for the kids' lunch boxes or for the family, or you're desperate to take something in for your breakfast while you are busy. And if you want something that's easy enough to eat on the go as you make your way to work, as I sometimes do, well, I've got 2 great recipes that could really help you. So these recipes are great for kids' lunch boxes, they're great for a family treat, they're great to eat for your breakfast as you go out to work or to take with you, and they're even great for things like making a contribution to the works buffet if you have those. It's a struggle, isn't it, to find that extra money in your budget to go and buy something. So if you can make something, it's really, really helpful to your budget, and also it's appreciated lots. So these recipes are really, really helpful in lots of ways. You can even make them in a small space. So one of the recipes I'm going to show you is a recipe that I used to make in my old kitchen, which was really, really tiny. It was probably the space of this little corner that I'm sitting in. It's all I had. And I used to make one of these recipes regularly in that kitchen. So by the end of this video, you'll have 2 recipes that are really versatile, really easy to make, fit with your budget, and will sort of fit with lots of different circumstances. So today I'm going to show you how to make blueberry muffins and 2-ingredient bread. Now the muffins I've made before, so I'm absolutely confident that we'll get like a really good result from that. But the bread I've not done before, so guess what? I'm really, really keen to see how that turns out. And I'd love to have you with me while we do that. Let's see if I made a success or a huge failure of the 2-ingredient bread. I'm starting with the bread. So you're going to need self-raising flour. You want about 300 grams of that. And you're going to need some natural yogurt. Greek yogurt is recommended. And you want 300 grams of that also. So you need to weigh out your ingredients. So 300 grams of flour into the bowl. And then 300 grams of that yogurt into the bowl. I weighed the yogurt out by weighing the carton first, and then removing the amount of yogurt I needed, and then weighing the carton again. It was just less messy. You then want to stir in the yogurt into the flour, and it's a gradual stir, trying not to beat it in, just fold it in really, and you want to keep stirring until you get what starts to look like some kind of a sticky dough. Once you've got that sticky dough, you're going to need to get your hands in and not knead it, but just continue to fold in the mixture so that it forms a nice ball. Once you've got that nice ball shape, you're going to then take your ball shape, or cigar shape as mine became, out of your mixing bowl and put it on a floured surface. And you're sort of going to pull the sides in and push it into the middle, turn it a few times. I don't know why we do that, but I've seen that done on other recipes. And then you're going to make sure that it is the right size for a loaf tin. And you want your loaf tin to be lined, because if it's not lined, it may stick to the bottom, and we don't want that. So there's our dough ball going into the loaf tin, ready to go into the oven. You pop it into the oven with your preheated oven on about 180 degrees Celsius, and I think that's 375 Fahrenheit, although you'd need to check your own oven temperatures against those. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a nice cup of tea. Let's sit down and have a cuppa while we wait for that bread and we think about that muffin recipe. So for the muffins, here's what we're going to need. A couple of eggs. We're going to need some caster sugar, some flour, self-raising flour. We're going to need some milk, and we're going to need some melted butter. And for mine, I'm going to have some blueberries. You can omit the blueberries if you want to and have them plain. You could add something like chocolate chips or other fruit. It really doesn't matter. I think this is pretty much a universal muffin recipe, and I will post all of the measurements in the description box and in the comments. Oh, apologies because my mixing bowl is slightly off camera there, but it does come back on. So you need to put all of the ingredients, really, apart from the flour, into the mixing bowl. So 2 eggs, the sugar, the milk, and the melted butter all go in the bowl together, and you give that a whisk, and then you fold in the flour. So you don't beat the flour or whisk the flour, you fold it in, and then fold in your fruit or your chocolate chips or whatever else it is you're putting in to give it some texture and some flavour. I also added a little bit of vanilla essence in there. You can add a teaspoon or something like that. I think it's about right. He ended up adding some extra blueberries just for that, some extra flavour and for some extra texture, because I just decided to use all the blueberries up, thought they would fit within the mixture. You need 12 muffin cases or a muffin tin with 12 spaces, and you gradually want to spoon the mixture between the muffin cases or the spaces in your muffin tin. Once all the muffin cases are filled, now it's time to pop them in the oven. You want to put them on at about 180 degrees. I think that's about 375 Fahrenheit, but you need to check the temperatures again because I'm not quite sure of them. Now, before we put these lovely muffins in the oven, if you remember, we've got some bread in there, so we better check that first. And there's our lovely bread baking away in the oven. Let's see whether or not it's ready to be removed. Wow. Well, that does look really nice. I'm very pleased with that, but we do have to test it. We'll do that a little bit later. Right, let's get them muffins in the oven. They want to go in for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until they've started to get nice and coloured on the top and they're firm to the touch. So here's our bread. Nicely cooked, I do believe. And if I tap the top, it needs to sound hot, like sort of a crackling sound. It needs to be cooked underneath, and it also, if you drive a knife through the middle, it needs to be dry when the knife comes out, and that's how you know it's completely cooked. I'm very pleased with that. I can't wait to cut into it. Those muffins look like they're rising nicely. Look at that. How nice is that? Can't wait for those to be done either. Right, let's see what happens. I'm excited. I'm a bit scared. Wow, it's bread. Look at that. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Well, I'd say the texture of it is a little bit, it is doughy. Might have needed a few more minutes in the oven, I don't know. But I'm so impressed that I can make bread out of just flour and yoghurt. Now is the taste test. Well, here we go for the taste test. Let's see, I've got some butter there. I'm going to put some nice fresh butter on. I bet that's going to be lovely when that melts into that warm bread. Let's have a look and see what happens. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be lovely, I bet. It does smell nice. It's actually really nice. Well, the bread was a hit and the muffins are nearly done. It's almost time to take those out of the oven. So there we are, lovely, freshly baked blueberry muffins. Again, do the knife test, stick a knife in, make sure they are dry in the middle. Let's have a look. Yes, they are. And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have one of those in a sandwich made with the bread for my lunch. Are you going to join me? Oh, well, it's been a busy day. Here we go. I've got my corned beef sandwich with the bread. I've got the muffin. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to break open the muffin and have a look inside. Oh, it's still warm. Lovely. There we are, it's steaming. Beautiful. See how it's just steaming away, and it's beautifully done. Really nice and tender. I'll have a wee taste. Oh, it's gorgeous. Really nice. I hope you will enjoy making those two really easy and cheap recipes. Total costs, I'm going to say the bread. The flour is negligible for both of those recipes because I bought a bag of self-raising flour and it was 70p, and I've used very little. I would say maybe 10p worth on both of the recipes. The blueberries, I had a pack for £2. The little bit of sugar and a little bit of butter, again, are negligible. They're things I would have in anyway. If you've enjoyed that, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. That's free. It always helps if you do. Give the video a like. That's really helpful as well. You can also do something called hype. I don't know whether you've seen that, but that helps the channel as well. It helps the video reach more people, so more people will find out about these cheap recipe ideas and be able to make really nice cheap food. So I will see you again in another video. Bye!